Good morning, people. There we go, live chat. Good morning, good morning. God bless you guys. Let's wait for some people to jump in here so we can start. Absolutely, let's wait for some people to jump in here so we can start. Good morning, good morning. Huge problem. My God, this year has been, I think is a year that I can consider in terms of the world. I can consider this year as being the most difficult year that I have seen in my life. In terms of, what happening around the world. God bless everybody. I will wait for some people, a few of you to jump in here. We're going to talk about the current situations with the micro companies and the mom and pop businesses. And also we're going to talk about Connie Barrett. I believe that is her name. Also, I'm going to be talking about the airlines, how they're suffering in the United States of America, and how this needs to be talking about quantities of money, enormous quantities of money, and it's a lot of problems. God bless everybody that is watching. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. God bless every single one of you. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for another day, for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining me this morning. Micro companies and mom and pop businesses. It is the factor right now of urgency to the United States of America, as thousands of them are disappearing, suffering, and ultimately they are gasping for help. That is what is happening, gasping for help. As Democrats are trying to get this through Congress is not even accepting the fact that the planification of what the Democrats are trying to put in Congress for the urgency of helping micro companies. And also Republicans are trying to do the best that they can to do as a matter of urgency and help this situation to micro companies. Joe Biden has spoke about it. He says we already have a plan, and this plan endures, helping immediately the micro companies and investing on our American people and on you, the American citizen. That's what Joe Biden says. On the other hand, Donald Trump says immediately, there's no time for us to think. It's time for us to act. And I have said so. We need to act now. We need to help and boost our economy. We need to reopen our country. We need to go back to normal as soon as we can. What a difference of opinion, right? The other one goes to reinforcement of the mask. Joe Biden advocates for the reinforcement of the mask. He advocates for, he wants to help, but he wants to help in kind of in his particular way. But when it comes to we're back. When it comes to Donald Trump, he goes right into the response. We need to reopen again. We need to come back to normal again. And that is the most, the subject that everybody is, the political parties are having problems with right now. It is the micro companies and the mom and pop businesses that they are, unfortunately, and I have to say this, they are disappearing. First time in history of the United States of America that the mom and pop businesses and and micro companies are disappearing. It's a thing that it needs to be addressed. It's a thing that it's a concerning factor. Why? Because it's not only if the mom and pop businesses and the micro companies are suffering, the United States is suffering itself. The United States wants to, it's suffering completely itself. So that is, one of the most important things that that I was waking up this morning, listening to a couple of broadcasters, and they were, discussing micro companies, what Donald Trump wants to do with the micro companies, that he wants to invest a lot to help. He's talking about quantities in the trillions to help the country to boost again, to be boosting the economy again. Of course, ultimately the reinvestment is going to be, it's not a short term, it's a medium term, so he can, recover. But they're talking about a really well designed plan to help the American people. It's just amazing what is happening in the world. How a lot of companies and a lot of micro companies are suffering right now. And one of them is Bank of America. Wow. Bank of America right now, it is suffering like you don't even imagine. Bank of America, their winnings have been, the results of the year for Bank of America, economically speaking, and also the winnings have dropped to 16%. Imagine that. Bank of America dropping 16% on their winnings per year. You're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars. And also, not only that, the airlines are suffering right now. The airlines want everything to go back to normal. Of course, that the airlines go with the hotel industry and tourism. And it is one of the things that it has right here in the city that I live in Tijuana. The hotels and the tourist spots have opened again due to the fact that we really, the city never thought that this was going to happen one day. And, and we rely on tourism. We really rely on tourism that comes from California, that comes from all parts of the world, but specifically we're close to the border of San Diego, California, so we rely on tourism. Now, how much has suffered Delta Airlines and American Airlines? They have suffered a lot. More than 30,000 jobs have been lost. More than 30,000 jobs have been lost. It's amazing. This is why they want to be pragmatic with this plan. They want to execute. They don't want no theory. They don't want no speculation. They want to execute. Donald Trump and apparently, the Democratic Party. But Donald Trump specifically, the president, now in term, he wants to be pragmatic. He wants to execute with the reality. He doesn't want to speculate. He has been saying this for the longest time. Let's reopen schools, let's reopen this, let's reopen that. And this, every time, the pandemic has been a stepping stone for him to not go back to normal, to be condemned into this place where he cannot have the steering wheel of the United States of America. They're prohibiting him to advance. And that's why he's given this pragmatic speech about, let's execute now. Let's not try to negotiate. It's time for us to execute immediately. Our country is dying and our country is suffering. And one of the most important things is that the micro companies and small businesses are suffering. Micro companies and small businesses are completely suffering. This tells you When Delta Airlines and American Airlines are giving you a number that more than 30,000 jobs have been lost in these airlines, you're talking about a humongous number. Humongous number. 30,000 people have lost their jobs. It is because, they cannot sustain. Even the Emirates Airlines, a company that is supported by, the conglomerate, powerful group of people from the United Arab of Emirates. Even this company has suffered in terms of jobs, in terms of the economical collapse that it has caused, this pandemic. Imagine, they have a cushion of millions and millions of dollars. The United Arabs of Emirates, they have a cushion of Emirates Airlines, a humongous cushion. Now imagine this, imagine the suffering of these airlines. Now, if Emirates Airlines is suffering, imagine now Delta and American Airlines. More than 30,000 jobs. That tells you humongously how it is how they are, right now on a nutshell. You can't. It's easy, people. The United States needs to reactivate again. It needs to reactivate again. It's a moneymaker for the world. It is, it is a provider to the world, and the United States needs to reactivate again. This is the discussion that this morning, the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and one of the things that probably are going to be talked about, if there's, in hopes of there's going to be a debate or not, if there's going to be a debate, this is one of the things that probably is going to be talked about, how they're going to reactivate the economy and how they're going to go back to normal. That is one of the things. Now, Annie Connie Barrett, that's her name, I think so, or Annie Connie Barrett, something like that. The new Secretary of Justice or something like that is her position. I was watching a video about her and how they were questioning her yesterday, and she got basically ambushed. Now, what I see right now in the United States, by the left, by Democrats and by radicals and by socialists, what I see. Good morning to everybody. God bless everybody. There's comments right here. God bless everybody. Super chat is on the bottom for people who want to donate and contribute to my work. God bless. What I'm seeing here is that, amazingly, she was questioned about her religion. Emmy Connie Barrett. Yes, Emmy Connie Barrett. I believe that I said it right. My accent doesn't, it doesn't give me the ability to, specifically say, correct the words. Amy Connie Barrett. There you go. And she was questioned about her religion. It's amazing how these Democrats and how the leftists, how they are questioning right now the religion factor. It's amazing. It's a candidate for the Supreme Court, yes. It's amazing. And she was questioning about her Catholic beliefs. Wow. Apparently for the people that they were questioning, for the leftists, Democrats, and for the radicals, the religion factor, it is a problem. Apparently, her family oriented and her family background, that she is, she adopted two children from Haiti, and that she has lived, a good life, a role model life. That is not good. The religion factor, it is what it bothers them. That she is a Catholic, and that she represents, Christians. And that is a problem right now. It's evil. It's pure evil. How they can have a problem with this. Now, they have a problem with this, but I don't want to compare, but I will do it. But they don't have a problem. They don't have a problem with Ilhan Omar. Right? You don't have a problem with Rashida Tlaib. They cannot be questioned. Right? So you cannot question Rashida Tlaib, and you cannot question Ilhan Omar. But you can ambush Amy Coney Barrett and ask her about her religion and make her feel that that is the problem. And ambush, Amy Coney Barrett, ambush her to suppress her and to make her believe that being a Catholic and being a Christian is bad. It's amazing. It's completely unbelievable. But on the other hand, you have Ilhan Omar, that we know her particular religion. We have Rashida Tlaib, that we know her particular religion. She was here in Tijuana, and she was, celebrating, I don't know what the hell. And you got these two individuals, but they cannot be questioned. Wow. Amazing. That's what the United States has ended on. Judging. That is the problem right now in the United States of America. The country that it was based on freedom and land of the free, the home of the brave, on constitutional rights. And now these Democrats are destroying that. They are completely destroying that. There was a comment today in the morning. It was a real funny comment on one of my posts. And it was a comment that a video that I did on a Saturday on a park. And he said, Oscar, you must be crazy if you are supporting Trump. Not only that, he said, you are uneducated. You need to educate yourself if you're supporting Trump. And I responded to him. Those kind of comments, I like to respond and type and take my time of the day and respond to them. And I responded to him this: if I am crazy and uneducated, and if I am being called that because I'm supporting Trump, imagine what I would be if I was supporting Biden. The idea, people, right here, it is unbelievable what the political party from the Democrats are doing right now to your country. We see, I just mentioned it right now with the Amy Coney Barrett. Why the way that she was oppressed, and the way that she was attacked by her, religious beliefs. And not only that, that comes to all the radical movements that are occurring, in your country. Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and all of these, radical groups that they are occurring right now in your country. That they are absolutely for division and nothing else. That they are absolutely for division of your country and nothing else. It's time, I think so, for the United States of America to go back to their, to push it again. I think it's time for the United States of America to restart again and, reactivate themselves again. There needs to be a point in the middle where people need to be now not speculating, not, this is what we're going to do, a theory. They need to be more pragmatic, act, react, execute. I believe that it's time. They're taking too much time. Too much time. The educational system needs to go back on wheels. It needs to be reactivated again. And I believe that it's time. Now, passing the elections, I believe that the most important elections in the world, these are going to be the ones. But most importantly, I do believe that after the elections, a lot of things are going to happen. One of the negative things that I believe that is going to happen, civil war, it's too much of a speculation. But my God, people, it's a time bomb in the United States of America that people are going to be not conformative with the fact that Donald Trump is going to be reelected again. Not only that, if he wins, a lot of things are going to change, and immediately is going to be, a lot of things are going to be immediately happening. The reactivation of the United States of America is one of them. Reopening the United States of America is another one, and the educational system going back to normal. It is another one. Now, leftist Democrats, they want Biden to win because he's a globalist. A lot of things will change if that, God forbid that he wins. But globalist compacts of immigration are going to happen. Globalist compacts of everything are going to happen, and your country is going to suffer immediately. You're going to see the consequences immediately. You're not going to see the consequences from 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. You're going to see the consequences of voting for this individual immediately, instantly. It's going to change drastically, like you don't even imagine. Hopefully, everything, ends up the way that we have been, hoping. That is for the President of the United States of America to be again reelected, and to win the re-election, and to go back to office and start again, actively start again, trying to reactivate the country. God bless you guys. God bless every single one of you guys. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Oh my God. Hold on. This guy. Oh my God. Look at this. This happens consistently in our city. Our city, unfortunately, is our city. Unfortunately, thank you so much, Patrick Perkins. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your $20 contribution. Super chat is on the bottom for people that want to donate and contribute to my work. Thank you so much. Tijuana right now is, for the second year in a row, it is the most violent city in the world. It's unfortunate, and this sirens of police, it has become so much of a habit to listen to it at every corner. It's disturbing, really it is. There's another topic that I forgot to talk about, but I'm gonna talk about it in the Spanish live feed. Is the medicines with cancer that they are being lost in our country. Our country of Mexico is suffering right now, in every aspect it's suffering. But our country of Mexico doesn't have medicines for cancer. Doesn't have medicines for cancer. People are dying because they don't have the medicine for cancer. And this president, it is, this is what socialism is about. Decreasing the population, killing the population, ultimately lowering down the population. And right now, our country is suffering. Kids with cancer, they don't have medicines. Women with cancer, men with cancer, everybody. Specifically, what it hurts is kids with cancer. They don't have medicine. Huge corruption has occurred as the president was asking for medicines through the country of Argentina. Huge corruption that they are saying right now that the medicines that they were going to be, the pharmaceuticals that they were going to be delivered they were going to be delivered to our country of Mexico have been stolen. It's incredible, the corruption that is occurring right now due to this factor. And again, we are caught up in this big bubble, which our people, our country is suffering because we don't have medicines for cancer. For people with cancer. It's amazing. It's so awful what is going on in our country. It's difficult. And the organization with Kids for Cancer in Mexico, in the whole country of Mexico, they are suing the president for corruption and for another lawsuit against the Mexican president. Another lawsuit against the Mexican president. Why? Because he's he's a socialist. He wants to be a dictator. And all of these situations, explode at what moment. As I got a nut right here in my un nudo en la garganta. Se me hace un nudo en la garganta. It makes me it's just to talk about it. It just makes me sad because I remember not too long ago, around 5 years ago, I was stepping into a boxing ring as a professional fighter. I fought one fight. Well, it was 3 fights to help people with cancer, but it was one that it was to help kids with cancer. And all my winnings and everything that I won, I donated to the families that they had kids with cancer. I even visited. I have a video of myself visiting the kids with cancer. I will post that video. I will post that video. I will give it to my manager. Me going to the kids with cancer hospital and visiting them as a professional boxing fighter, and telling them, hey, I'm going to fight on this day for you, and I'm going to try to get as much money as I can to help you survive and to help you live. And I remember that. I remember the parents, how they looked. They looked tired, exhausted, due to the fact that they are tired of seeing their child dying slowly due to cancer. And I remember all of that. I remember all of that. And as I am remembering that, now to see this situation in our country where we don't have medicines for cancer, it is awful. I remember the look at the parents, how they're looking at their daughter, their son in a bed, laying down after a chemotherapy. And it is just awful to just think that, right now we don't have nothing to cure these kids, to cure, our people. It is difficult. But it's just, it is the situation in our country. God bless everybody that is watching. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. Good morning to everybody. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, at his YouTube channel, and also subscribe to his YouTube channel. And also you can follow him at his Facebook page as Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow me as Oscar L. Blue in my Facebook page. And also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel here as Oscar L. Blue. And also you can become a member. And this channel, exclusive member, to receive exclusive content. God bless every single one of you. It was really nice talking to you guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourselves. Always remember, people, peace and love. Have a beautiful day, because always your country's first. God bless.